Welcome back to Wookies on X-Wing. My name is Matt,
I'm John.
and today we've got our first game from a Fredericton game night kit that we had not too long ago.
Yours truly was judging it.
I unfortunately had to work.
So, here we have two players. We have Patrick. He's flying a T-70 X-Wing with Poe Dameron at the helm, with BB-8 and Autothrusters. There's also Gold Leader's Dutch Vanders with the R5K6 Astromech and the TLT. The R5K6 is the, if you spend your target lock, you may roll in a defense dice. If you get an evade, you may reacquire target lock. Really strong with Dutch. Lastly is a K-Wing, Warden Squadron, so a nice goon. Autoblaster Turret for its turret option. Seismic Charges, Proximity Mines, Extra Munitions, and Advanced Slam. So, Bombardier.
That is a beefy bomber.
Yeah. So you want to talk about Jason's list?
So his opponent, Jason, is running a very compact fleet here. It's got Dash Rendar with Veteran Instincts, the Heavy Laser Cannon, Navigator, Crewman, and the Outrider title. So the fairly classical Donut of Death. And then he's got Corran Horn with an R2 Astromech, Advanced Sensors, Push the Limit, and an engine upgrade. So this is a Corran setup that I really haven't seen before.
Yeah, I have never seen Corran set up like this. Normally you see the super target lock sensor upgrade.
Yeah, fire control system is bank with Corran. But we'll see if this works for him, eh?
Yeah, with the engine upgrade as well is fairly interesting. That gives him basically a boost, a barrel roll, target lock, focus, a lot of options. With the R2 Astromech, he has a lot of green maneuvers on the E-Wing.
Very nice green maneuvers, yeah, for sure.
He doesn't have that attrition strength that we're normally seeing with Corran Horn. You know, either the droid that allows you to one of the droids that allow you to regenerate shields is very popular with Corran. And his dash is kind of interesting as well. I mean, the Navigator is not something I'm used to seeing at all, to be completely honest. Last time I saw it was on a Phantom.
Yeah, it's some nice insurance. It's a neat idea. I like the Navigator.
So, for those who don't remember what the Navigator does, that's whenever you reveal your maneuver, you may change the maneuver to something of the same bearing. So, a little different.
It can be a red maneuver, just not if you already have stress.
Yeah.
So, kind of neat. It's like, oh, I didn't need to do a 2. I can do a 3 bank instead. So it's neat.
On top of which, the asteroid deployment is very well. Obstacle or obstruction deployment is very compact. Yeah, large asteroids, and
you've got all 3 from the core set, both core sets.
Yeah, the big ones from the new core set and the old core set, and it looks like there's also
you've got 3 debris clouds there.
Yeah, from the YT 2400 kit.
So very interesting. I like the little kind of band of just debris.
Yeah,
but it is a very, very clustered into the middle. I mean, this is going to suit Dash nicely.
Oh yeah, Dash has, his ability to not really care if you're flying on an asteroid. He can just go wherever he wants. Very maneuverable with Dash. We're seeing some barrel roll options here.
Yeah. I still get slightly thrown off by the large ship barrel roll. Just I remember how they used to.
Yeah.
How they used to barrel roll. That was a little silly, though.
Yeah. Absolutely silly.
But I am happy to see a K-Wing, though. I like that ship. It's a lot of fun to fly. Well, and it just looks like a brute.
Well, the K-Wing it basically takes the durability of the B-Wing that most people like so much and just amplifies it, on top of which it has a turret. So even if you took the Autoblaster Turret off of it, it still has a turret. It's only 2 attack dice, but it's still a turret.
It still gets work done.
It gets work done, and the fact that it's on a small base rather than a large base, you actually have more, in my opinion, you have a lot more coverage. You have less chance of people bonking into you, avoiding shots that way. And with the Advanced Slam, you can get into a really good position with that, to use that Autoblaster Turret.
You can, yeah.
For future turns, I mean.
Well, and with Advanced Slam, you can slam into position, like in our demo video there, slam up into position, and then, in his case, dump his proximity mine out the back. So,
now it's very important to note that when you do the Advanced Slam, you're not revealing a maneuver, so you can't. Whenever you would dump bombs on revealing a maneuver, so like Seismic Charges, you wouldn't be able to do that, but you can still perform bombs that require actions.
Because it gives you a free one.
Yeah. However, one of the rules is you cannot drop 2 bombs a turn. You can only drop 1. So
that would be a little too much. Here, shove it all at the back. Go.
well, that was a question that it did come up. I don't believe it came up in this particular game, but Patrick asked about the bombs because it had come up in an errata whether when bombs can be played with the in tangent with the advanced slam, and how many bombs you can place a turn. And yes,
It's a legitimate question.
absolutely.
And here we saw the advanced sensors with Corran getting him barrel rolled over and banking up into the flank of that K-wing there.
Yeah.
So looks like Jason's picked his target. Looks like he's probably going after that K-wing.
Well, that's not a bad idea. I mean, the K-wing has a lot of not necessarily staying power in just its sheer hull, but the fact that it can dump proximity mines that will affect the game in the long term, that is a threat that you want to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, it's only got the 1 evade, but it is still beefy. The more firepower you can bring to bear on it, the quicker you'll kill it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, and Poe is a deadly fighter.
Poe is mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been playing enough against him in the last few days. Poe's a dink. Makes me all the more excited to actually go see The Force Awakens.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see if he lives up to his tabletop legend.
Yeah, I feel that however he's going to be kicking butt in the movie, it'll exemplify the fact that he kicks butt on the tabletop as well.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like he was just out of fire range there. Would have still been through the obstruction, but, I mean, hey, dice are dice, so. Got Corran gunning after that K-wing.
So,
He's evasive for a bruiser of a ship. It only takes 1,
so the first scratches of the game.
Not bad. Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be. Well, Corran's in an interesting place, I should say, in order to make use of his ability, because he can fire his shots off now and then bank off and then get into a new position, and that might not be a bad thing because that K-wing can just motor. It can get turned around really quickly. Surprisingly, even though it doesn't have a K turn, it can get turned around very quickly.
Can basically pull a Yui with the advanced slam. So
yeah.
And there we saw that was Dutch shooting with his TLT. That is a mean turret.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's brutal. It lives up to its reputation for being 6 points. I think it's worth it. I don't know if
it's a little spicy.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to skew your entire list to just support the TLT, but having one in your list seems to be very popular in the meta right now, and for good reason. It gets work done, and it gets around a lot of the defensive upgrades, defensive tech that you're used to seeing in the meta like 6 months ago.
Yeah. So here we go. One nice thing about Corran Horn having advanced sensors right now is he can basically just fly through those debris clouds and not care.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm going through the cloud. All right, I'm just going to action and fly through it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't care.
The advanced sensors has always been one of my favorite system upgrades. I mean, I rave for it, and whenever I can put it on a ship, I want to put it on a ship. Corran Horn is one of those fighters that it'd make me think about whether I would want to put advanced sensors on that particular E-wing, especially since it's so good to have the
fire controls.
Yeah.
That's kind of a mean proximity mine dump. That's going to limit where Corran's going to go. I like that. That was a very nice placement. Well, a little sad that Dash was out of range of the K-wing last turn, but it happens.
That's the thing with Dash. It's better to position yourself for the long game than get too stuck in and not get any shots.
Especially because he is the donut rather than the pancake here.
Yeah, I mean, ever since the Mangler cannon came out, I thought that was going to be how everyone flew their Outrider. It was just going to be Mangler cannon. That's it. Don't worry about the donut of death anymore. Yahoo! But Dash, I mean, he has that flexibility to just go through asteroids, that kind of thing. That I mean, heavy laser cannon is still viable on him.
There's something to be said for 4 attack dice.
Yeah, especially since it's very popular to put Predator or, just use this crazy thing called the target lock to re-roll your dice. And if you get a crit off of a target lock, after spending your target lock or using a re-roll, you don't have to change that crit back to a hit.
It's very nice. So it looks like Corran here is censoring and pushing to focus. And he is going to 2-turn, which with his R2 Astromech is a green maneuver.
Yeah.
So very nice gaining and spending of stress.
Well, I think he wasn't going to do that originally, but he saw that proximity mine there, and he said, I don't want to hit it this turn.
Yeah, he gets the stress back. He immediately gets the stress back from hitting the debris cloud, but he's not at 2, which is very nice.
Yeah. And that's one of the things, because that E-Wing doesn't have that durability that we're used to seeing, he doesn't want to just drive right through that proximity mine.
And here's Dash, not caring about an asteroid.
Yeah.
I'm on it. I'm barrel rolling off of it.
Well, that's the thing with Dash. His ability only works during the activation phase. As soon as you get into shots, he won't be able to shoot if he's on an asteroid.
Yeah. That's his crewman.
That's Dash when he's off of his ship, or on his ship in the gunning spot.
Yeah. Oh, that was a little unfortunate though. 4 dice, 1 hit into the K-wing, and looks like the K-wing managed to evade it even. So.
Oh no. Well, that's what happens when you just throw dice without any dice modification.
Yeah, it can.
Especially when we're not channeling your hatred. Hatred is a form of dice modification, so my previous statement was accurate.
Yeah.
So looks like Dutch and Poe are just moseying about. I mean, it looks like Dutch is going to get some shots on the E-Wing.
Oh yeah, he's definitely getting shots this turn, and that is Poe getting in there. That is a very angled range 3 shot. But it looks like it will reach out and touch him.
So he wants to make sure that he's actually lining it up along the angle and not being too generous with that eyeballing.
Yeah. Oh, looks like he may have been out then. That's why I always bring the laser line.
Yeah.
That is such a best $15 I've ever spent.
Well, I've seen a lot of different tools that have made X-Wing an easier game to handle. Like I've seen some levels, like some laser levels from your hardware store. Yeah. I've seen laser pointers. I've seen everything.
Well, here's Dutch with his TLT. He got 1 damage through, and it looks like he actually managed to hit both attacks.
Yeah. Well, that defense dice roll was just pitiful, to be completely honest.
I've been there. It sucks.
Yeah, but he's not you. He's not rolling dice like you. It's true. He's not supposed to be rolling dice like you. But yeah, that's how it happens, and it's one of those things that when you incorporate something like a TLT, and it just is that consistent damage, even something like a Phantom, which would have like 4 defense dice when it's cloaked, it's taking second guesses.
Yeah.
Because it's just a matter of time before you roll badly.
It looks like Jason has opted to double tap Corran this turn. So that's fair. I mean, he's going to likely have to disengage around that proximity mine next turn. So
yeah, to be completely honest, disengaging is probably the best choice for him, especially if he's doesn't need to shoot anyway.
It looks like he's managed to strip the shields off of Dutch and put a crit into him.
Oh, that is nice.
And that is a fairly small text. It's hard to tell what it is, but looks like a ship crit of some kind. Nevertheless, that's 4 damage that Dutch took, so he's at half.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of Corran Horn. He just hits like a truck when he hits.
Oh, for sure. I still like that proximity mine placement. That is very nasty spot for that.
Well, that's the thing. We don't get to see a lot of munitions, period. But bombs, in particular, is something that we don't get to see a lot of. And the K-Wing just has the maneuverability, in a weird sense, to be able to put those bomb placements. And Patrick, in his list building, he's only spent 7 points to get 4 munitions.
Yeah, it's very nice.
That's solid.
Yeah, the K-Wing makes a very nice bomber. I really like it. This Dutch has opted to focus, and I suppose he already does have a target lock, so it's quite nice there. Poe swinging out around that debris cloud.
Yeah.
Trying to bring his guns to bear. Now, Pat does have to be careful that he doesn't run over his own mine.
Yeah,
because
that'd be unfortunate.
It's deployed. It doesn't care who touches it.
Yeah. You don't have a passcode or something to avoid
No,
getting...
there's no deactivation code. It's, oh, I'm down. Ordnance is armed. There is no such thing as friendly fire.
Yeah. So, very nice turn.
Manages to sneak beside it. So
Scooting by the asteroid.
sheds the stress, but will regain it from, again, the debris cloud.
And it looks like he got... Did he get a crit there?
He may have. And he still had a shield left, so... However, Corran's only down to 2 health. And he's staring at a TLT... Or he's got a TLT and Poe staring at him.
Yeah.
So that's a little scary.
Well, and that's the thing. Corran Horn is half of Jason's list. Like, the Squadron. That is a huge investment. And to have that already almost be dead with really no way of getting those shields back, that is pretty scary. That's a lot of weight that Dash is going to have to pull.
Yeah. If Jason gets... I was going to say, if he gets lucky here and shoots Dutch down, then that'll be nice, but he's probably going to be out of range after this barrel roll.
Yeah.
At least of Dutch. He'll be in range of the K-Wing.
Yeah, that's a long shot. I understand why he wants to continually barrel roll, but that's one of the things that if you are going to be taking... If you know you're going to be barrel rolling a lot, you're incorporating that into your plan, you don't really need VI on Dash. Like, I could see VI on Corran, right? Because then you can barrel roll or boost out of the way and just make use of that. But, Dash doesn't really need it that much. Push the limit might be better on Dash in this particular situation, especially if you're going to be barrel rolling like that. But there's something to be said about seeing where your opponent's going.
He's also fighting for the pilot skill, which...
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, Poe's the man. He's demonstrating that he is the man, and that is Corran gone.
Wow.
So that's going to be a little unfortunate.
That's going to be a hard fight for Jason. Corran only got one double tap off.
Yeah. But Dash is still intact. Dutch is not looking good.
Yeah.
I mean, Dash can, if he's got the dice modification especially, he can pick apart that K-Wing in a couple turns.
Yeah. Well, the K-Wing is probably the least of Dash's worry. He's probably not going to want to keep it around just because it can constantly put out these bombs, and that can be really frustrating.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, Dutch needs to go, Poe needs to go.
It looks like, the K-Wing's not shooting this turn. He's slammed around, so...
Yeah. And that's the other thing. Corran's real strength right here is the fact that he can just hang out in range 3.
Oh, Dash's, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Dash's real strength. I'm sorry. Corran's dead. Corran's on my mind. I need a moment for Corran.
Pat almost ran over his own mine. That's what the crit was. It's damaged engines.
Yep.
That was only a 2 turn. So here's BB-8 procking.
I'm interested to see where he's going to go. Oh, it looks like he's going to...
It looks like he is bound and determined to... Oh, that is so close!
His own bump stopped him from hitting the mine.
I think he would have still been alright, but... Woo! Woo-wee! That is, how do you say, dicey?
Well, no, it's not really. It's not really dicey because there's no dice being thrown.
Not yet.
Yeah, Corran wants to do what Corran wants to do, which is stay at range 3.
Dash.
Yes. Dash wants to do what Dash wants to do, and not what Corran did, which is die. Corran's dead. Dash wants to stay at range 3, throw his 4 attack dice
with no defensive bonus for his defender.
Yeah, and deal with that Y-wing as soon as possible, because the Y-wing has the same benefit that he has.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, Dash does not like TLTs. He likes them a little better than a Falcon, but he still doesn't like them very much.
Yeah, Dash only has 2 defense dice, so
yeah.
And the TLT doesn't really have any that much dice modification right now.
Yeah, I mean, he will be getting 3 defense dice by virtue of that debris cloud, but so it looks like that's going to be a couple points of damage going through.
I think that
2. Okay.
I think that the ships are parallel to the point where he could just pick along which point.
Yeah, it's close.
Oh no, that was from the no. Oh.
But so this is Poe coming out here. Yep, that's definitely through a cloud for him. But Dash does take a point of damage. Yeah, the closest point. The Dutch is canted close enough.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you fire at the Y-wing, it gets 2 defense dice.
Yeah. Looks like that was some nice rolling right there.
That's what he needs.
It really is at this point. Yeah, Dash wants to stay alive, and it looks like he does manage to tank through the
TLT.
The TLT. So that was some nice stuff.
Yeah, and the K-wing can't shoot because the K-wing slapped.
Yeah. I was gonna be like, Pat, what are you doing? Why are you passing your task? Oh yeah, right. He can't.
Well, and that's that little token that
comes in handy.
It really does. And one of the really cool things that I've seen in a lot of Corran games is you have that weapon disabled token and you just use that
for your turn.
Yeah, exactly. When you fire Corran Horn's shots off and you double tap, you put that little marker there, the weapon disabled, to show that you can't shoot again.
Yeah, we saw Jason actually did that when he shot Corran.
Yeah, so
it's smart. I like it.
It's a nice little doodad for that. The K-wing, awesome.
Very nice supporting ship. He is target locked and focused.
Here's some more bumpage.
Yeah, looks like Pat is, well, just by virtue of how he's gonna kind of have to maneuver around that proximity mine, he is going to be in Bump City.
Yeah, but I don't really blame him. I mean, that proximity mine really forced Jason to figure out what he was going to do, and even though he's losing a bunch of actions here, Patrick is still the one that's putting Jason on the ropes.
Oh, for sure. He is dictating the terms of the engagement here. So. He made Corran break out of the fight.
Yeah.
So it was a smart play. I liked it.
And these tight corners are really nice to try to cage Dash in, because Dash just wants to surf around the edge, right?
Yeah, he's going to be just...
He's booking it.
Right now especially, he's going to be burning as hard as he can, while still... Basically, he's skirmishing.
Yeah.
So...
Bouncing in and out, using those asteroids to mitigate the TLT.
Yes. Because right now, he's got targets, like, okay, yeah, I'll give the Y-Wing 2 defense dice. That's fine. I'll just pound it with the laser cannon.
Yep.
Dash don't care.
So...
And that is 4 hits, which will guarantee the kill on Dutch, regardless of how Pat rolls.
Yeah. And Pat didn't roll very well.
No, he did not.
So there's Dutch, which now Jason can breathe a little easier. Like, it really sucked that Corran went into a blaze of glory, but now the playing field is a little evened out.
Yeah, and Poe doesn't have a shot this turn. There's no arc for him.
The only thing he really has to worry about is 2 attack dice through an asteroid from the K-Wing.
At range 3.
At range 3. I'm not really worried.
No, this is some just, if you get lucky, some long-range poke.
He spent the target lock for it.
Pat gets 2 hits and gets 1 through, so... All right.
Something has to be said about 2 attack dice with a target lock.
Hey man, that K-Wing's turret, I've got work out of it.
Yes, yeah, you have. So one of the nice things about the K-Wing is, and this is the second time we've seen it in this game, is you can do those tight maneuvers and then slam, because all you have to do is the same speed.
Yeah. You're not restricted to the bearing, it's just the same speed. It can get itself pulled around, or it can shift if it needs to.
But at the same time, when you don't have to worry about, like, missiles or torpedoes, you don't really need to worry a whole hell of a lot about facing. As long as you're within the fire arc, you're happy.
Yeah, because he's got the turret. Well, he's got 2 turrets on there, so...
Yeah, and it's not like Dash has Autothrusters.
No. Alright, so it looks like Dash has elected to start his turn this turn.
Yeah.
I assume there's going to be a barrel... Or, yeah, I assume
he's
there's
doing
a barrel roll here.
I don't really see... I guess he wants to get out of fire arc of Poe.
Or at least range. He's definitely out of fire range of Poe. He may be out of fire range completely.
Because I was going to say, you don't need to worry too much about those asteroids, because Dash's abilities, he doesn't care about asteroids.
Not while moving, no.
Yes.
Yeah, Dash is... Right now, he's going to want to only be in range of 1 ship. So he's getting a skirmish set up here. And Pat's play would be to try to box him in and basically leave him nowhere to run.
Well, I just try to get within range 1 of them as quickly as possible, because as soon as you're within range 1 of them, it's hard to do because push the limit, or not push the limit, but barrel roll after, with VI, so you have...
Dash is going after everyone, so...
Yeah.
But here we go, we got the K-Wing is slamming up, he's closing the distance. Nice BB-8 ability here, getting Poe around that asteroid.
That's definitely getting work done.
Poe's in a nice spot right now. He's, yes, he is kind of have to fly around the debris clouds, but...
He has vantage.
He does, and he can use the obstacles to screen himself from Dash here.
And he's taking the obligatory focus.
At this point, it's what he wants to do, so... And this is interesting. I did not expect Jason to push the engagement this turn.
No, I wasn't expecting him to go that hard of a turn, considering that the K-Wing has a turret.
Yeah, he can't shoot this turn, because he did slam to just
that's true.
He slammed up to try and close the gap, likely guessing that Jason was just going to keep burning Dash away.
And that's the tricky thing if you're going to go after Poe, you want to have direct line of sight on him. You want to have him in your front firing arc, even though you have a turret. And the reason for that is that Poe has Autothrusters, so he only has 2 defense dice, but that's a very flexible.
Those are 3 eyes rolled there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Autothrusters on a T-70, bane of turreted ships. It's obnoxious,
especially on a fighter like Poe, who has just so much modification.
Yeah. And the nice thing about Dash going first here is Pat now knows when he rolls for Poe's attack dice, hey, can I spend my focus? Yeah, I'm not getting shot again.
Yeah.
So I'll spend it up. Get some more damage into Dash here. And that's the K-Wing. Weapons coming back online. I really like that mechanic, all power to engines, drain, power down the weapons. It really feels like the X-Wing game.
Yeah. Well, and the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter game is where you first see those advanced slams.
Yeah. So it's a really neat translation into an actual in-game mechanic.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've always been happy with how the imagination of the expanded universe and the video games comes to life in the X-Wing miniature game.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like Pat's setting Poe up and guessing that. Oh, that was a lovely turn by Pat right there.
Yeah. Well, Pat is in the right spot, is forcing Jason to use his actions to barrel roll to stay out of the range 1 band.
Yeah. And, Jason, he really only had two choices of where to go, straight ahead or bank the way he did. Otherwise, he's running into that mine.
Yeah.
That's some scary damage, though.
Yeah.
And that should be an Autothrusters proc.
I think Patrick's forgetting about it now.
No, he has not.
He remembered.
Good man. So we saw post-pilot ability take effect and Autothrusters. So Poe only takes 2 damage.
Yeah. When
he had 4 hits.
Yeah.
So nice. Good. A very good thing to remember.
And he was just showing the Autothruster card, telling him why he was able to change one of those blanks to a defensive.
Yeah. And it's like, it works at range 3. It works any range with turrets.
Yeah.
And that's some more damage through onto Dash.
Dash is not looking healthy.
No, it is. This is a race of who goes down first. Yeah. And Poe is actually more evasive than Dash is right now.
Oh, yeah. Poe's in a very tricky spot right now because he can't do the maneuver that he'll want to do, which is a 3... I would say a 3 bank is the maneuver that he wants to do.
A 2, at least a 2, probably a 3.
And that's because Poe is going to have to go first, right?
He can probably pull a 1 off and still focus up.
Yeah, but you want to get within that range 1 band in order to,
Yeah, and I think that's the thing with Dash going second. I really don't think that Poe or the K-Wing is going to end up staying in that range 1 band.
Oh, yeah, I'm not worried about the K-Wing getting in the range 1 band. That's not really happening. But for
Yeah.
Poe has the potential of doing it. It's harder because he doesn't have the pilot skill advantage, and the barrel roll on Dash's ship is just...
Still clears a lot of ground.
Yeah, it really does. I'd say it almost clears more ground than a boost. But, needless to say, it's tricky for Poe because where the positioning is, if he tries to get too close, he's just going to end up bumping and then losing that focus, which could be a death sentence.
Yeah, he really doesn't want to.
So this is the maneuver that I thought we were going to see from Poe, which is a hard turn.
A little bit of an unfortunate hand bump there.
Yeah.
And that, I believe, that will end up with Poe.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate.
So he bumped. Whether or not he would have bumped before he bumped his hand, I don't know. He probably still would.
With that maneuver, I'm going to go with yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I expected a 1 bank. Just to ensure the action. Poe's fine sitting at range 3.
Yeah, because,
I honestly would have expected just a 1 bank to keep that action economy going. And especially at least until the K-Wing can get itself back into the fight.
Yeah. So you don't want to straggle in, especially against something like a heavy laser cannon.
No, exactly.
So here we have Dash. He's barrel rolling because he wants to get shots. He doesn't want to be shot at without shots.
The nice thing, it does force him to go in with no dice mods. So it's just going to be straight, dice versus dice. But Pat is benefiting from Autothrusters right now.
That's one of the reasons why...
And that is negative hits.
That's one of the reasons why, more than any other thing, EPT, when it comes to Corran Dash combos, I almost always see Lone Wolf on Dash.
Yeah, just because he will likely end up being the one alive at the end of the game.
Well, the thing is, either they go after Dash or they go after Corran. If they go after Dash, that's a lot of turns where Corran's staying alive, and he's getting those shots in.
Yeah.
And if they go after Corran, well, then Dash can get some shots in, and he's pretty tricky to kill.
And once Corran goes down, or is far enough away, Lone Wolf is going to be triggering now.
Exactly. So it's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about the EPT. And then the other thing is that just because you have Lone Wolf, there's no negative side effect to flying within range 1 or 2. Yeah, you don't get the ability, but it's not like you're actively hindering yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And Dash took a crit here, so he's only got 4 health left?
Yeah, Dash is some serious hurt. He's gotta figure out what he's gonna do.
That K-wing,
It's motoring.
yeah, Pat's like, you know what? Heck with it. I'm not gonna slam. I'm gonna take my stress through the debris cloud.
Yep. The K-wing is motoring. He really wants to get in Dash's way so he can drop more proximity mines, and
Or seismic charge, even
or
if he needs to,
or
but
even seismic charges, and that would force. He doesn't necessarily want to force Dash to barrel roll out of the way of a seismic charge, but it's another utility skill in Patrick's belt. So if he can use it, go for it, right?
And if he can get in range 1, start getting that Autoblaster turret that he paid for, get that in use. I mean, hey, that'll be a little scary.
Oh yeah, no defense dice is pretty scary.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little mean. I would even hazard a guess to say it's grotesque.
Yeah, I think this is a little.
Here's another barrel roll.
Yeah, I think Jason's panicking a bit, maybe, and because I believe the YT 2400 has a 3 bank.
Yes, the
So-
YT 2400 has an excellent maneuver die.
I think it has every 1, every 2, and every 3,
I think it might.
and then a 4 forward. I'm not sure.
It's something silly. It's a fantastic dial.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Jason was flying a little bit not as good as he could have there,
Yeah.
and lost action because of it. Didn't lose a shot because of Dash.
He's got his eye on Poe. He wants Poe gone. But that is through an asteroid within Autothrusters.
Yeah. But
So,
if you roll like that,
there's Autothrusters triggering, and that's Poe's pilot ability triggering. So,
but he doesn't have a I didn't think he had a focus.
Well, it may not be on it. Oh, it is. It's hiding behind him.
Ah, there we go.
So that was no damage taken by Poe.
Poe, man. Bane of turreted ships.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he got a little distracted by the asteroid there and shot it instead of Dash. That's all right.
One good deed deserves another, right?
Exactly right. There you go. We got the K-wing again. Gonna try his luck with some long-range shots, and again, looks like he lands 2. But it looks like Dash gets a crit through still on 4 dice.
Wow, that K-wing is like the unsung hero of this match.
It really is.
It's gotten some really solid hits in. It's forced the battle quite a bit. That proximity mine hasn't gone off, which it sucks. But it's just been there. It has been a constant.
Dash's pilot skill 0 now.
Oh no! Oh, that is brutal.
That is the crit he took.
Oh man. So yeah.
Yeah, that proximity mine just has completely controlled the flow of the game in the middle of the board.
Yeah, and that's something a lot of people forget. Just because you don't roll, just because it doesn't do damage, doesn't mean it's not awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, unfortunate bump by the K-wing here.
So that means no slamming and no proximity mines.
That's okay. He is now going after Dash.
And
so that's going to put that K-wing in a very nice position.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be Poe's turn to get himself pulled around. But that's alright. I mean, as long as he survives, that's what you're after.
Yeah, this is still anybody's game in my opinion. That K-wing could finish Dash off just with range 3 shots, as sad it is to say. But looking at the way that the cards are on the table right now, I think that if a lucky shot from Dash into Poe could finish him off, and
That was luck. That put 2 damage into him.
That means Poe is one left?
Two left.
Two left. Okay.
He had a shield. So.
Okay, I didn't see the shield there.
Yeah. Poe's hurting. He's a hurting unit right now. But I mean, Dash definitely is as well. But
well,
oh, and this okay. This is interesting. The one forward. It looks like Jason's probably just gonna try to keep that K-wing bumping into him.
That's awfully risky because right now, if he wants to, he could have dropped a seismic charge.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Actually, is like this looks prime for a seismic charge.
I think he forgets, or he doesn't want to hit himself with a seismic charge.
Yeah, that's true. But
or he forgot. Like,
yeah. In the heat of the moment, I would say forgot. The K-wing is essentially unmolested. It can take a hit from a seismic charge.
Yeah.
Dash cannot. He's only got 3 left.
Well, seismic charge just does what,
one point of damage.
1 point of damage. Yeah.
So that K-wing would lose a shield. Dash would take a point to his hull. Not really something he wants to do right now.
No. Yeah, I think Patrick should have put that seismic charge down, but
it's all right.
Hopefully, lessons have been learned.
It's gonna be close. It looks like I'm curious to see if he got into range 2 there. Looks like that's a no.
It was 3 blanks. Was that 3 blanks?
No, that was... Well, they managed to... Oh, that is... Poe is dead. That's it. Poe is dead.
So it's all down to the K-wing?
That was incredibly lucky.
Wow.
Yeah. I did not expect that.
Neither did
This
I.
game really took a turn. Just one salvo. That Jason is definitely back in the fight now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Patrick must be beating himself over the head for not dropping that seismic charge when he could have.
That's all right. It happens. He does, amusingly enough, he now has the pilot skill advantage.
Yeah.
So he has a lot more breathing room with where his K-wing can maneuver.
Well, not only that, but he can force the issue, not only with proximity mines, that kind of thing, but he can slam into a really good spot where he's not getting any shots back.
Yeah.
He can slam into the range 1 band and doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Now, that was a... I don't know, we can't really hear what's going on. Dash has an ability where you may use his ability. That you may have, you may ignore obstacles or obstructions. It's sort of a choice thing. So, when you're moving and you want to barrel roll, but you're not sure if you're going to land on an asteroid or not, you may say, I'm not using Dash's ability, and that way, if you barrel roll and you would land on an asteroid, you won't. Yeah. But you have to declare that before you activate your maneuver dial. So you want to make sure that you aren't going to land on an asteroid before you...
here it is, the Autoblaster Turret. He got in range 1. Puts 2 damage straight through.
Oh, man.
So this is... Now this is interesting. Dash only has...
Dash has...
What, 1 or 2 points left? He has 6 hull or 5 hull?
I thought you said 5-5.
5, yeah. Yeah, Dash is...
I think...
Dash is almost done.
Either way, yeah, it's 1 or 2 point different.
Yeah.
And that K-wing, man, that K-wing's doing so much work.
So Pat expected a short maneuver there.
Now he's trying to figure out whether or not he wants to slam into position.
I don't think he's going to end up in range 1, so it looks like he is just going to opt to shoot.
It's a good choice.
Yeah. The K-wing really doesn't want to be taking... Oh, nice.
The
The K-wing really doesn't want to be taking heavy laser cannon shots.
No, it doesn't. But every time the K-wing's shot, it's gotten shots through.
Oh, that's a range 3 shot. Okay, that's close. Dash is target locked. Looks like he gets 2, so... Alright.
Some shots have been exchanged. It looks like Dash is in a better spot than he was last
A
turn.
little bit. It's really. I think right now it's really going to come down to how Pat flies his K-wing. He's really got to fly this thing aggressively.
Well, I think Pat's probably going to be doing a 3 forward this turn, and that means he can do a 3 slam.
Yeah, that'll put him in a nice spot.
And really force Dash to get out of his way. Or he'll do a 3
Okay, so
bank.
it's 3 bank. Okay. Yeah, that's got him pointed right at the asteroid. And you can't slam over an asteroid.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
It's
you
a
can?
it's a maneuver.
Oh, it's just a maneuver, isn't it? Yes. That's just... Man, Dash is...
Dash is taking hits from this little guy.
He's not... Well, right now he's not. He's rolling... He's getting the defense dice he needs.
Okay.
So, it's the brush with death.
Anticipation.
Yeah, so there's the focus. K-Wing takes point of damage. Yeah, Pat needs to kill Dash quickly. This K-Wing cannot stand up to the attrition of a heavy laser cannon. Now, I'm curious what Pat does. If he does a 3, that would be good.
I'd say a 3 forward. You're going to go through the asteroid anyway. He wants to avoid the
He
asteroid.
doesn't want to take the possible asteroid hit. Okay.
I would have just said suck it up.
Yeah,
Go for
my
it.
choice would have been just blitz forward.
Get in that Autoblaster Turret range. I mean, it's working. The 2 attack dice is working for you. The fact that he wouldn't get any defense dice would just be an absolute boon.
Ah,
He has a target lock.
he does. There's only 1 though.
Versus 3 defense dice,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. And
that's enough.
he's not taking damage. This is not what Patrick wants.
No, this is... It's all going horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah, come on, Pat. You can do this.
Oh, okay, so there you go. Now Dash burns his lock.
Into nothing.
Okay, alright. Well, he's taking at least 1 point. Oh, 2, looks like. No, only 1, so he did evade that. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I have no idea what Pat's going to do.
I'm at the edge of my seat. I really, really want to know how this game's going to go because, like you said, it's anybody's game and just...
It really is. And it's really coming down to... Like, not to, not give Jason credit. It's really coming down to how Pat is flying this K-Wing.
Yeah, and he's doing a lot of different flights maneuvers that...
He's playing cagey.
He's playing cagey, and right now, this is where he wants to just book it. It's where he wants to go for it.
Yeah.
Get within that range 1 band.
Slam. Do it.
Yeah.
Buy yourself a turn.
But I guess he doesn't want to take that potential crit, right? Or that stress.
Yeah, that is a little dangerous.
Come on and slam!
Alright, so there's the strat. Look, he did it. It's not taking a shot.
He's not taking
Doesn't take a crit. That's okay. If that was an asteroid, no. Not so good.
Now, he should have done that way earlier. He should have sucked up the asteroid hit earlier, and he would have been in a much better position. Because right now, Dash can go other places, and Dash is going after him, which is kind of unfortunate.
Dash is going before him, actually.
That's what I meant. Oh yeah. Okay.
So I'm interested to see if Dash is going to go fast or go slow. I would still, as Patrick, hedge my bets that Dash is going to go quickly because he's consistently been doing that. It looks like he still is.
Well, he wants to get his shots, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, given that Patrick's been playing him, and he knows what we know, hopefully Patrick will be able to do the right maneuver Can K-Wings do a 3 hard turn?
I don't think they have that.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. They have a 3 bank, but you might be limited to the 2 hard turn.
Oh, okay.
Or if they do have it, it may be red. Have a look, because I am curious now. To the internet. There's a lot of thinking going on here.
I don't blame him. I mean,
especially on Jason's part. Looks like he's deciding to barrel roll to try to get himself into a little further away.
It's the age-old question: to barrel roll or not to barrel roll?
Yeah, exactly. Let's find out.
So it looks like it does.
Maybe. Oh, here we go. That's all ties.
All right. So what is Patrick gonna do here?
Stress. So he can't slam up. He is gonna have to take a heavy laser cannon in the face.
Ooh,
That's 4. That's
it. Game.
Ah.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe Dash came out of that.
Wow. All right, color me impressed.
I don't think I have enough crayons to color you impressed, Matt.
Yeah, did not see that coming. But well done to Jason for pulling that off. You know, cannot take anything away from that.
Just goes to show that Dash is still a force to be reckoned with. A heavy laser cannon is pretty impressive.
Yeah, the donut of doom is, or donut of death. The donut is still alive and kicking.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching Wookiees on X-Wing. Be sure to like and subscribe. We have Wookiee videos out every Wednesday.
We are part of the Northern Gaming Network. Be sure to check us out at northerngamingnetwork.com. We've got lots of additional content for this game and many others. You can find us on Twitter at NorthGameNet, or you can like us on Facebook to keep up with our most recent news.